How many times have you heard a realtor say, whether on social media or in person, there's never been a better time to sell? Maybe it's because I'm around them all the time, but I hear realtors say this quite often. And while it may be true for some, the decision to sell your house is a big one. So how do you know that it's the right time for you to sell your house? Well, here's 5 questions to help you determine just that. But before we get into it, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a new video. The first thing that you should ask yourself before selling is, do I have the right amount of space for my needs? Maybe you bought a small starter home and your family is growing, or maybe you've started a new business or a side hustle and you need room for a home office or for storage. Do you have enough space for your needs? On the flip side, do you need to downsize? Maybe you're tired of having a large house to clean and maintain. Maybe the amount of property that you have is just too time-consuming to keep up. The bottom line is, you need the right house for you. And if your current home isn't it, maybe it's time to sell. But not before asking yourself this next question. The next thing to consider when trying to decide whether or not to sell is, do you have equity in your current home? I know, numbers, but really this is super important because the more equity you have, the better off you're going to be when you're trying to find your next home. What is equity exactly? Simply put, equity is how much money your property is worth outside of the amount left on your loan. Equity can increase in 3 ways. One is simply by property value going up over time. The other is by paying the principal on the loan. Notice I said principal, not just the loan. Mortgages are amortized loans, meaning that you're paying more interest at the beginning of the 30-year term than the end. So your monthly payment during those first few years a lot of it is just interest. The further into the mortgage term you get, the more of it goes towards the principal. Now, the third way to increase your equity is to improve the property. This doesn't mean slapping new shutters on the house and calling it a day. There needs to be major improvements for you to bring the value of the house up. These may include building an addition, renovating a kitchen or bathroom, or making your home more energy efficient. It's important to do your research before you do these things, though, to make sure that your return on investment will really make it worthwhile. Just because the project costs you $20,000 doesn't always mean that you added $20,000 to your home's value. In fact, it's rare that it directly translates in the short term. Talking with a real estate professional before you do these renovations can help you determine if it's actually going to be worth your while. The third question, and right now the easiest one on the list, is there demand for homes? This is what a realtor may be actually referring to when they say there's never been a better time to sell. Inventory in the housing market right now has been historically low. Simply put, there are more people looking to buy a house than there are houses for them to buy. So this is the one and only question that I can answer for you, and in 2024 the answer is yes, there is absolutely demand. The next question is, am I willing to part ways with my home? Now, this can be a really emotional question, but you're better off to ask it now than right before you close, and only you can answer that. Finally, before you decide to sell your house, ask yourself, what kind of home do I want next? Think through what your needs and wants will be and rank them in order of importance. Talk with a realtor to see what's currently on the market and if the kind of house that you're looking for is even in your price range. The last thing you want to do is sell your house and end up regretting it. If you've thought through each of these questions and selling seems like the right move for you, get your house ready to sell and contact your trusted real estate professional. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, drop a like and share it with your friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.